Let's. I think my character would probably kind of try and get through and pick up what items he could from them, so that no one else could just start attacking as they've done. Didn't they say there was a chest? Return path, so that's the way back. And we're heading down to Lothering. Lothering proper. Quite a few tents there. I'm guessing that's where the refugees are. Ooh.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
You have been very quiet, Alistair. I mean, I'm guessing my character we could guess why, just due to the loss of Duncan, because from the way that they've been speaking, Duncan was probably a father figure to Alistair, especially recently in the Grey Wardens, and having actually lost his father, Gaheris probably understands, but you've been very quiet, Alistair.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
I've mentioned Ferguson. I have been asking about him. In contrast to these ones, I think, because that suddenly makes things a little bit more complicated with my position in the Grey Wardens. I'm going to ask. I need to look for Fergus. He might still be alive.
He was out scouting in the wilds, wasn't he? That's what the king said.
Yep.
Then attempting to look for him there would be foolish. He is either dead or he managed to flee to the north.
Very sensitive.
I am simply saying that it is foolish to mount a rescue when you have no notion where this man is and the wilds are overrun with darkspawn. You will either find him somewhere outside the wilds with other survivors, or not at all.
That doesn't mean I shouldn't look for him. She's right. Okay, he's not going to be in the wilds, and then so that means he's somewhere in Ferelden. That really narrows it down. So yeah, she's right. Do you have any thoughts on what we should do, Alistair?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
They weren't in the Codex. I think, would my character have looked at them? Yeah, I think he would have glanced at them. Because there's, I think, what is it? There's the elves, the dwarves, the mages. I can't remember. Yeah. What do you mean? We'll try and dodge the question.
The treaties, the ones we got from Flemeth. With these, we will be able to ask for assistance. Maybe even raise an army. There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi.
Right.
I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Morrigan. Because I'm going to get both people's advice. And then we can work out from there. So what do you think about that, Morrigan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Alistair, is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Then we need to find these people we have treaties with.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Alistair's right about Legate, so I'm not going to ask about... Well, I could ask all of these, and then we can work out which one's closer. So, where do we find our Lehman?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
The dwarves? They'll probably be in the Frostwalk Mountains.
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
Circle of Magi will be at the Circle Tower.
That will be at their tower on Lake Carlinhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
What about the Dalish Elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
Any thoughts of Loghain?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Yeah. Thanks for the directions.
Then you have a plan.
Should I ask? Yes. He's the more senior. Why are you leaving it to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Our Lehman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Okay, I'm ready to
Fair
go.
enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Now, the reason my character would ask is because he's the youngest son, so he's used to kind of being the follower, almost. The younger one we're not going to loot these crates.
Stop looking at me, mongrel.
I have nothing you want. Get away from the fighting.
Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted?
Aww. It's alright,
I
just
enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wool.
Oh no, I skipped that. Oops. Stench-ridden domesticated wolves. Do you see anything interesting? Oh, a thing. Right. Jester comes running up to you with a tangled ball of wool and yarn. The heads are trailing in the dust behind him. Amazingly useful, I'm sure. Tangled ball. Ugh. I'm guessing we're not going to give it to anyone else. But so yeah, I mean he's the youngest son, probably one of the biggest. I think probably one of the most important people. So he's going to be like a follower, and I'm actually going to take these helmets off because I really don't like helmets. Apparently, I've not. I didn't catch myself doing this, but someone's commented on one of my Mass Effect Let's Plays. I tried to take Tally's helmet off. That's how much I don't like helmets. I will kill people to remove them.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
Let's not mention we're Grey Wardens then. Oh, what makes you think that?
You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
It's kind of true. We were with the King's army.
I thought them that survived already marched north with the Tairn. You must be a survivor, or a deserter. Lucky you, I guess.
I have some questions.
Can't promise I'm going to answer them.
Who's in charge of the village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
I think I'd ask that, because that'd be an interesting question, because I'm guessing the turn of it's the turn here of Highever. I'm guessing that would be ruled by Bryce Cousland. So I'd come like, you don't have a ruling lord.
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns. If he returns.
That's not on. Noblesse oblige and everything. Well, I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
Right. So, we could head to the Chantry.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move
we talk
on
to
if
him?
You can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Can I ask a few questions?
I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know.
I'll not turn you away. We just ask that you don't bring more problems here. People are frightened.
Okay, I'll try not to do anything. Right. These people.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
Guessing these guys are elves. What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
Both of these are true. And I drove them off. I met the bandits and drove them off.
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
I'm cold. I don't like this.
Ah, ooh. Rubble. We can rummage through it.
Very well.
We get some elf fruit. Right. No, I'm not going to loot the crates there, because I'm guessing those crates belong to the refugees.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
Ooh,
You know what's
harsh.
more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
I'm cold.
Let's
I
talk to
don't
this boy.
know. Have you seen my mother?
That reminds me of, what is it, The Empty Child, is it? One of the Doctor Who episodes, one of the newer ones. The first series was Christopher Eccleston. The first series, with Christopher Eccleston, because he only did the one series. Oh, you my mummy? Did you and your mum get separated?
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
I'll help you look.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Go to the Chantry, someone will look after you there.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice man, kind of like Father. I should go look for Mother now.
Don't think we're actually achieving anything, are we? Redhead. Are there any red-headed women around here? Not that one, by the way. Around here. Guessing these people are
You ate my entire bag of herbs, you foolish dog. Do not think I am unaware of where it went. It is your own fault for being so entirely gluttonous. Several of those herbs were poisonous. You should be pleased they did not kill you. Do not be ridiculous. I am certainly not going to give you more, even if I did have more to give. Oh, you have some nerve, creature. And your breath leaves much to be desired. Off you go.
I love
We
the
shall
party
see.
banter.
I promise nothing.
I love the party banter in this game. It's awesome. That's quests. Side quests.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children.
What children?
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Why don't you keep your voice down? Let's try and calm him down. Not just going, oh, ignore him or something. Why don't you keep your voice down? Let's be calm and collected.
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The burn left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
Is he chastened? Just the way he said our people or my people. What happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
Okay, with that comment about his clan, I'm guessing he is. Right, it must have been horrible. How did you escape? Darkspawn can be defeated. Yeah, Darkspawn can be defeated. Let's be positive about this.
No, I have seen them. You cannot run. You cannot fight.
I made the wrong choice. Standing around and shouting won't save you.
There is nothing to do. No hope is left.
Right. Could you cluck like a chicken when you do that? No. We Fereldans have fought off far worse in our past. Far worse in our past.
Are you calling me a coward?
I know dogs made of certain stuff than you. Like my dog, who whines at practically everything. Probably not a good idea. No, I'm calling you a bit of an idiot. Listen to yourself. Listen to what you're saying.
I have shamed my ancestors. But the blackness will come.